Hey, it's me, Bob Jokel with Hunt Real Estate. Well, the numbers are out for December 2024 for the housing market in Onondaga County. And not only is it for December, but it's also for the year, right? So for year end 2024, so these numbers are pretty important. And you can tell it's December because it's cold outside. I got my fleece on. But let's take a look at the numbers and see how they panned out for the month and for the year. New listings for the month were down 12.4%, 191 versus 218. And year-to-date new listings were down 0.3%, 4,800 versus 4,813. So for the year, pretty flat. You know, you're looking at only a difference of 13 new listings over a 12-month period. Uh, you know, the trend has been this way for the last couple of years. New listings are just down, and uh, you know why is that? Because there's no place for people to go that want to sell their home. They want to downsize. There's no place to go. They want a bigger house. No place to go, so they're not putting their house on the market. The other thing is the interest rates. People that have 4% interest rate or less are not willing to sell a house and get in another mortgage for 7%. So all these things are influencing people putting their homes on the market. Pending sales, which are homes that are under contract and waiting to close, for the month we're down 18.5%, 185 versus 227. And for the year they were down 3.7%, 3,968 versus 4,121. So again, new contracts basically are down a little bit as well. And closed sales for the month were down 7.1%, 341 versus 367. Year-to-date closed sales were down 3.8%, 3,971 versus 4,127. So as you can see, if there's less new listings, there's less homes going under contract, and there's less homes closing, less closed sales. So it's just a kind of a vicious cycle. It's been that way for the last 2 years, and we really don't know what's going to happen coming into 2025. Let's look at days on the market. How long are homes on the market before they go under contract? Days on the market were up for the month 5.6%, but if you look at the raw numbers, 19 days versus 18 days, so it's basically insignificant. Year to date, days on the market until sale were up 11.8%, but again, 19 versus 17 days, insignificant. Homes are selling in well under 30 days, and that's because there's still not enough inventory out there for the number of buyers that really want to buy a home. You've got a lot of first-time home buyers out there that are stuck in rentals, paying a very high rent, monthly rent, and they could get into a mortgage for less than what they're paying for rent if they could find something. And so they're competing with a lot of other people out there in order to try and buy homes, and that's why the homes are selling so quickly. There's still a lot of competition for those homes. Having said that, let's look at the median sales price. Median sale price was up for the month 10.1%, 240,000 versus 218,000. That's pretty significant. Okay, that's a difference of $22,000 median sale price for the month. And year to date, median sale price was up 7.6%, 242,000 versus 225,000. So, a difference of $17,000. And again, median sale price is the best barometer for where prices are going, because average sale price can be really skewed based on the distribution of the sale prices for the month and for the year. If you get several homes, like in Skinny Atlas or Cazenovia or in some other more lucrative areas that are selling in the millions, that can certainly skew the average sale price. So median sale price is really where you want to look at. Having said that, the average sale price for the month was up 7.6%, $276,399 versus $256,779. So a little more than $20,000 increase on the average sale price. Year to date, the average sale price is up 7.3%. $283,033 versus $263,860. So again, a little over $20,000 on the average sale price. Prices have gone up. If you're financing at $20,000, that's significant. That's really affecting your monthly mortgage. So if we look at all of this, we can see that there's less new listings, less homes going under contract, less homes closing, but homes are selling quicker because there's competition for those homes that are on the market, and they're selling for a higher price. Supply and demand, it's been that way month after month after month for the last 2 to 3 years. Let's look at the percent of list price received. Now that's the ratio between what's the asking price and what actually gets paid for the house. Month to date, the percent of list price received was up 1.1%, 103.2% of asking price versus 104.4. So I'm sorry, it was down 1.1% for the month. For the year, it was down 0.2%, 105.3% of asking price versus 105.5% of asking price. So for the year, homes are still sold for about 5% above full asking price. And there's only one reason that happens, and that's because there are multiple offers. So when there's competition for the homes, people are going to wind up paying more when they get in a bidding war for the house. And that's still going on certainly to quite an extent. The inventory of homes for sale was up 26.4%, 507 versus 401. So we go back to this every month. If there's less listings, less new listings, why is the inventory up? Well, one of the reasons the inventory is up is because some people are listing their homes at too high a price. They're being too aggressive because they know that the average prices and the median sale prices are going up. They get a little too aggressive and they overprice their homes. And when a home is overpriced, it's going to sit there on the market. Also, homes that come back on the market, they were under contract, but they come back on the market for any number of reasons, they just go right into inventory. They don't come in as new listings. So there's a lot of that going on. Why would a deal fall through? Well, maybe the home inspection was unsatisfactory. Maybe the house didn't appraise. And the buyers didn't have enough money to make up the difference or weren't willing to make up the difference. There's any number of reasons why a house might go under contract, come back on the market. Now, the month supply of inventory, this is also an important number. This is how long would it take to sell all of the homes that are currently listed. Okay, how long under current market conditions would it take to sell them all? And the month supply of inventory was up 25%, 1.5 months worth of inventory versus 1.2. So that means for the month of December, it would have taken 1.5 months, okay, so 90 days, to sell all of the inventory that's out there. That's an extremely short period of time. When we're looking at a balanced market is 4 to 6 months worth of inventory. A buyer's market is more than 6 months of inventory, and a seller's market is less than 4 months worth of inventory, and we're well below that. So this story has not changed for the last 2 or 3 years. It's still a seller's market. Is it as much of a seller's market as it was last year? Maybe. Is it changing a little bit? Maybe. But the prices are still going up. And what does that tell us? It tells us that there's not enough good homes out there in the areas that people want to buy and in a price range that they can afford for the number of buyers that are out there. So Those are the numbers for the month and for the year. It's going to be real interesting to see what 2025 is going to bring. We have a new administration. Um, there's certainly a lot of speculation in this area regarding how the real estate market is going to be affected by Micron, and we're getting closer and closer to Micron starting to build their their plants. So 2025 is probably going to be a very interesting year. So hang in there. If you do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll get these reports automatically every month. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions. If you're interested in any specific areas, especially if you're looking to buy or sell in a specific town, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to meet with you, tell you what I think your house would sell for. If you're really looking to sell, we can get it going. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope to hear from you. And let's all hope for a very happy and prosperous 2025.